Good morning, Gold Silver Standard community. My name is Chris Tipper and welcome to Charts, where I analyse the crypto markets and provide actionable recommendations 5 days a week using my proven trend following strategy. I then go a step further and dollar cost average into my portfolio, buying some of my favourite chart of the day in real time so you can follow along. You get to see my entire process and actual performance. It doesn't get any more transparent than that. The current portfolio is on the screen right now, and at the end of the video I will make today's adjustments, so keep watching to the end to see what they are. Let's jump straight in with Bitcoin. The all-in-one is indicating a downtrend. The ribbon is indicating an uptrend. The momentum wave with that red dot is indicating a downtrend, and the money wave is indicating an uptrend. So we have 2 uptrend signals and 2 downtrend signals. So when we have that situation, we have a tie, and whenever we have a tie, we revert to whatever the recommendation was yesterday. So for today, that means Bitcoin remains a buy recommendation. Moving on to Ethereum, we have a down, an up, a down, and an up. So the same situation as Bitcoin, which means we're going to continue with our recommendation from yesterday. So Ethereum remains in a buy recommendation. Binance Coin, looking at our indicators, we have a downtrend on the all-in-one, an uptrend on the ribbon, a down on the momentum wave, and an up on the money flow. So again, 2 and 2, same situation as yesterday. For Binance Coin, we retain a buy recommendation. Cardano, exactly the same situation here again, down, up, down, up. Cardano remains a buy recommendation. XRP, down on the all-in-one, up but very flat, but still up nonetheless on the ribbon, down on the momentum wave, and up on the money flow. Same scenario, XRP remains a buy recommendation. So that's the end of our quick look at the top 5 coins based on market cap. So what we'll do now is move on to the other coins that we either already have in the portfolio or that have been requests. So first of all, we're going to look at Kronos coin, which we do have in the portfolio because we bought some of that yesterday. And exact same situation as we've seen with the others, down, up, down, up. So overall, we'll retain our buy recommendation for Kronos. We'll have a quick look at VVS, which was another one that I was interested in yesterday. And that is the same scenario again, down, up, down, up. You'll notice some of these are getting very tight, so I don't think we'll be in the same scenario for much longer. Either we're going to get a really big breakout from here, or it's going to break down and we'll start seeing some sells. But for the moment, VVS remains in a buy recommendation as it was yesterday. And finally, we're going to look at Solana, which was a request made on the YouTube channel. So for Solana, we have a down on the all-in-one indicator. We have an up, it's very, very tight, but an up on the ribbon, a down on this momentum wave, and an up on the money flow. So we'll actually, in this case, have to look at what the signal would have last been, and the last signal we would have had would have been a buy recommendation. So for today, that means Solana will also be in a buy recommendation. Now I have completed the analysis, it's time to take action. Firstly, I sell any crypto I should no longer be holding based on new sell recommendations. As we've just been through that list, there are no new sell recommendations today. So what I'll move on to is selecting my favorite chart of the day to buy, and then I dollar cost average 1% of the current balance into the live portfolio. The chart I am going to choose today is actually the one that's already up there, Solana. So let's just have a quick look at that. and why I'm choosing it. So firstly, I'm going to choose Solana today because I'm happy to have a little bit of diversification beyond the Bitcoin and Kronos that's already in the portfolio. But also we'll just grab our tool to look at some of these key numbers. So from the price where it is now, if we were to get back to really these lows, sort of up around here, we're looking at over 100% gain. So we're looking at a pretty good position to be in where the upside is quite significant. The downside to the most recent lows would be about a 33%. That's right to that point there, about 34% drop. So the risk reward on what we can see on the visible chart there seems quite reasonable. But I suppose it's also to do with, and we'll just have a quick look at some other numbers. So even just to that little high there, 53%. So the reward there is high just to get back to the recent sort of high off of that dip is not too bad. And even these highs just down here would still be 27%. So not a bad reward at all for the potential downside. But I suppose what I'm really looking at here is the opportunity that it presents to be entering while this chart is so compressed, because it really would not take much at all for us to be in a sell signal, because we already have the sell on the all-in-one and the sell on the momentum wave. So really, if this just kept going much lower than here, we would end up with a sell on the ribbon as well. So I think the money flow would take a bit longer, but if we got the sell there, we would be out. So I'm quite happy to dollar cost average from this position. Worst case is that we are losing on one entry effectively, or maybe a couple of entries, but not very many. And the best case scenario is that it does head up. So in that, if it does go down, we would then of course sell the Solana. But if it does go up, we're sitting in a great position where we got in very low in a nice dollar cost average entry that we've got potential to ride all the way up to the highs. And we would ride it up to the highs because we would maintain that the signals would turn positive and we'd probably be in that for quite a while. So a great risk reward scenario. Happy to buy Solana today. And that, probably similar to the Kronos buy yesterday, makes sense to me because I get a little bit of diversification and a great entry that if we happen to get it, we're probably getting it at the lows. So that's my reasoning for today. 1% of my current balance is approximately $100 US. So that's how much Solana I'm going to buy right now. This model portfolio started with a $10,000 US balance on the 17th of August. And you can see back, we'll be able to go back through all these videos to see every trade that I've made since then that got the portfolio to where it is today. I recommend buying your crypto from Ainslie Wealth if you're looking at buying some Solana, for example, for a no-fuss, secure and personalized service. It's the perfect way to get involved if you're new to crypto investing and would like some help from a real person, or if you're looking for a higher value purchase or sale and want to deal with a trusted broker directly. You can contact Ainslie Wealth for more information in Brisbane, Melbourne, or online at ainsliewealth.com.au. I'll be back the same time on Monday to check in on how the portfolio is going and for the next update. Thanks for watching.